water signs, welcome to my channel, Oracle Intuitions. My name is Catherine, and this is your weekly reading for July 20th to the 27th. This reading is for Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross watchers are welcome. We are going to be looking into the energy for the mind, body, spirit, and relationships for this week, and then closing the reading off with a message from the universe. Timestamps for each of the signs are below in the description box, as well as links to my website, Facebook, and Instagram, where you can inquire about personal readings. Or if you follow me on Instagram, I do provide free readings on IGTV occasionally as well. All the cards I am using today are going to be listed below. And for any of those, or any of you that have asked about my organites that you see in the videos, these are all made by myself, and you can receive more information about them by messaging me on any of the sites that I've listed. Please remember that these are free general readings and they may not resonate with everyone. And the first sign that we're going to be looking into today is Scorpio. Scorpio, I just had to add this in. As I was doing your reading, I looked up and I saw this most beautiful, beautiful rainbow. And it just seemed to add some sort of extra energy to your reading. And I just felt like I needed to share that with you. Thank you. And I do hope you enjoy the reading. Take care. Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for July 20th to the 27th. We're looking into mind, body, spirit, relationships, as well as any clarifying cards and a message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings. They may not resonate with everyone. Please also check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. Whoops. All right. Let's try that again. Okay, body, our mind, King of Swords, body, the Judgment, spirit, the Queen of Coins. Interesting. Okay, so Scorpio, what I'm getting for you is I feel mentally, it feels that you're very dedicated towards something on a mental basis right now. You are receiving some insights. This could be allowing yourself to receive some sort of awareness from the universe. I am also receiving here that you're also in sort of you have a blockage towards some emotion is what I'm getting. This King of Swords energy coming through. You might be removing yourself. I feel like there might be some sort of, there's a karmic situation going on here. Karmic situation of some sort that you are releasing yourself from is what I'm getting. You're releasing yourself from, and you're also removing, it feels like there's a lack of emotion towards whatever it is. You're really concentrating on some healing inwardly for yourself, this grounding. It feels like you're taking a step into a new direction from something, some sort of karmic pattern here. This could be a very long time karmic pattern, like we're talking years and years is what I'm getting. There's some sort of movement, but you're really in this place of an emotional energy. So it feels like you're looking, it's almost like you know that this pattern needs to end in some way. It feels like you've learned the lessons. There's a lot of karmic energy that is really coming through here. And now you're working on this nurturing and healing pattern for yourself in order to allow something new to come in, allow some sort of nurturing, allow this healing, allow this grounding to bring you into the future is what I'm getting here. So let's take a look. This could also be towards a air sign, and I want to say specifically this could be towards a Libra. It's like a releasing of some sort of karmic energy towards this is what I'm receiving. And it's not that you don't care. It's just, you're just done with you're done with something. You're done with some sort of karmic pattern that is going on here. That's what I keep getting. Let's get some clarifying cards and take a look. But you're really, that Spirit card coming through with that Queen of Pentacles. You're really doing a lot of healing. And I feel like you're actually in a place where you're starting to gain some footing in regards to your own personal grounding is what I'm receiving. It almost feels like whatever this situation was left you a little bit, I feel at one point it may have grounded you, but it also feels like there was lessons to be learned within it is what I'm getting. So we've got make plans and focus. That's exactly what you're doing with that King of Swords energy. You're not really putting a lot of emotion into it. You're just making those plans. You're making those plans for your own personal healing and nourishment is what I'm receiving. It's also coming up the Hunter. So track down your fears and your desires and trust in the unknown. Yeah, you know, I feel like you might have been hanging on to some sort of karmic situation. This doesn't need to be particularly a person, although with that King of Swords energy, it could very well be, like I said, a Libra of some sort. But I feel like it's time to put trust into the unknown right now, okay? Allow yourself to really look into your own fears, your own desires, what it is that you want. Make those plans and focus on the future. Focus on not only your own healing, but if there's something else that you're, this could have to do with work, it could have to do with people around you, but it's like you're allowing yourself to really move forward this week, really focusing in on what it is now that you want, what it is that you're desiring. And you're putting some trust into the unknown. That awareness card coming through, this is like the crown chakra. I feel like you're putting that trust into the universe. You're allowing them to show you the signs now. It's coming through with the Judgment card. See beyond the current situation. Yeah, I feel like sometimes when we are moving away from one type of particular karmic pattern, we tend to get lost. We tend to get lost in the circumstances. So it's almost like, I'll use a couple examples. Let's say you've always done retail, but you really worked in a place that was a crappy place for retail. Okay, like they treated their employees horrible or whatever it is. Sometimes we think that we're moving away from the situation completely, like we might be seeking a whole new career. We might be going, I'm never going to work in retail again because of this one situation, but you're not seeing beyond this current situation. Okay, you might be just focusing in on what it is. Same with relationships, just because you have one crappy relationship and maybe one that you're walking away from within this karmic energy doesn't mean all situations are going to be crappy. It really says here, put some trust in, really track down those fears is what I'm getting. So instead of just sitting there focusing in on, oh, I'm never going to have a relationship again because of this one particular one, or maybe I've had several horrible ones, you're actually track down those fears. Okay, go towards what it is that you're actually desiring, because we've got that Queen of Coins energy coming through. Put some trust into the unknown and allow yourself to be guided is what I'm really seeing. We've also got harness that mystic power. So again, feeling trust in the unknown, harness that mystic power that is within you. Listen to the messages, listen to your dreams, listen to the intuition that is trying to come through. And I know it's been saying this for a couple of weeks now for you, Scorpio, okay? And it feels like there is some listening that is coming through. This is what I'm receiving. You are allowing the universe to start showing you, that next step. But I do feel there's still some holding back, again, staying into a current situation instead of allowing yourself to move forward and maybe seeking that happiness within another job, another career, or another relationship. Take it as it resonates, okay? We've got the arrow coming through. Surround yourself with positive energy. Yeah, sometimes also in order to not listen to the messages, we tend to distract ourselves with other things. And some of those things are not the most positive. We could end up distracting ourselves with other people. We could end up distracting ourselves with other causes. And if we are not in an open and aware state, is what I'm receiving, we can end up surrounding ourselves with energy that is not going to allow us to harness that mystic powers. It's almost like a sense of distraction that's coming in toward us. Under the Queen of Coins, we've got Unleash the Wild Within. Hold the space. Intend and create. So it's really interesting. We've got the High Priest and we have the High Priestess. This could actually be a mystical couple of some sort. So what I'm receiving here is that there is some sort of a high intuitive quality that you have within you, especially with this awareness coming through, because even though the King of Swords can be very unemotional, I feel it's more unemotion towards a situation that you're moving away from. You're trying to lock those feelings away, or you're trying to not pay attention to some sort of even possibly drama, is what I'm receiving here. But what I am getting is with this High Priest and the High Priestess, it almost feels like there may be some sort of spiritual connection that you are wanting to head toward. Okay. I'm also getting here to hold that space. Maybe you're not ready at this particular moment. Okay, maybe you're not ready at this particular moment, and that's okay. But it is saying to hold the space towards it. Nurture. Do the nurturing that is needed not only for yourself, but maybe perhaps toward that situation in order to hold that space for it. Okay, we've got this Unleash the Wild Within. I feel like I'm really getting a lot of, again, blocked energy coming in from seeing beyond the current circumstances. So it almost feels like she's unveiled. And then if you look at this lady, she's howling to the moon. She's opening up. She's ready to embrace that wild within her. Okay, she's ready to receive that awareness, receive that, instead of sitting there almost in this blocked situation going, you know, this is never going to change, I'm never going to do this again, whatever words that you're putting within your mind or your head. Allow yourself to unleash that this week is what I'm really getting. Allow yourself to do that work and really start receiving that nurturing, healing, grounding energy, and start putting some effort towards not only within yourself, but perhaps another situation is what I'm really receiving here. Okay, interesting. So that's, I feel like this week is going to be very opening for you. I still feel some blocked energy. I feel like this is what you need to really work on for allowing yourself to move it out of. I feel like for whatever reason that this energy within here, if it's not completely, let's say, over, or if it's still being in that place where some of those karmic lessons are still trying to play through, I do feel that you need to really work on that, surrounding of yourself with that positive energy. Trust in the unknown. Allow yourself to take the step forward. Sometimes we really need to track down those fears and our desires, because once we grab a hold of our desires, it allows our fears to dissipate. Okay? And sometimes we recognize that we're hanging on to a situation or an issue or a person, place, or thing because of our fears rather than our desires. So that's what I'm receiving for the mind, body, and spirit for this week for you, Scorpio. Let's take a look into relationships for this upcoming week. All right. Okay. Relationships for Scorpio for June 20th. Or July 20th to July 27th. Hang on. feel like this is going to be a really strong week for you. It feels like for some of you, you really listened to the lessons that I'd spoken about in last week's, and you're allowing it to come through. You're putting yourself into a place of awareness. I still feel some blockages though for some of you, all right? But it feels like you're taking a step forward in some manner in order to clear up the energies from the past, is what I'm getting. All right. I feel like this one. Master. Okay? Master. It's like a devil type of energy. Simply love. And flow. That's beautiful. I'm going to get some clarifying cards, but what I'm feeling at this particular moment is there is a part of you that is still trying to master or control your emotions rather than allow yourself to just simply flow. Just love and flow. Follow your heart is what I keep getting. And you're still trying to hang on to that. You're still trying to master it in some way. There's a sense of dominance that's coming in with this. Like he's got this heart in a cage. This could be you towards somebody. This could be somebody towards you. This could be within yourself is what I'm receiving here. And instead of allowing yourself to just start flowing, you're hanging on to this sense of control for some reason. All right, let's get some clarifying cards as well. It could be that you're trying to master your emotions because of that King of Swords energy that I kept feeling. So the King of Swords, you know, he can be very unemotional. He's very detached. And what I'm receiving here is with that Master, it's saying here, you know, you can still put love towards a situation. It doesn't mean that it needs to be a romantic love of some sort. But I do feel that instead of trying to control your emotions and trying to hold them down or allowing somebody to control and have master over you, I feel some manipulation in here because this Master, I mean, this is like the Devil card. So this, for me, when I see this, this is somebody that is trying to display some sort of sense of dominance over either a situation or over themselves. And it could be you, it could be somebody else. And I feel like this is a week for releasing that. And again, that flow card coming through, this balancing of the energies. All right. So let's get some clarifying cards. I feel like I need to shuffle this one more time. Bottom of the deck, the Seven Swords. Interesting, because with the Seven of Swords, or the Five of Swords, I should say, this is like a dominant type of card. This is a very mastering type of card. It's like win or lose. I'm not going to allow somebody to take control of me. I'm also not going to lose. Like this is a very, you know, it's a very, it's just such a dominant card. Interesting. So we've got that Queen of Wands energy. We have the King of Coins. This actually came up for you, I remember, last week. And we've also got the Justice card, which again, you know, could, you know, we had talked about that Libra coming through. This could have to do with a Libra. I'm feeling here with this Simply Love, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. And we've got the Knight of Wands, as well as that King of Cups. So what I'm getting here is I do feel like there's some sort of, or this Knight, yeah, Knight of Cups. What I'm getting here is that there's some sort of situation somebody might be seeking some sort of justice upon you, which is putting some sort of defense up for you. It could be a feeling of fighting back towards it. You also could be trying to dominate a situation, especially with this Justice card coming in. It does talk about balancing that energies, but with those Knight of Pentacles, it feels like this has been a build-up over a while. I feel like you're feeling a lot more stronger, a lot more confident within yourself. We've got that Queen of Wands energy. But I'm also getting here that it feels like there's some sort of imbalance that is going on within relationships. Now, again, this could be even within yourself. This could be within a romantic situation. This could have to do with work or career, co-workers, friends, family, whatever it is. Take it as it resonates. But I'm getting that there's an imbalance at this time. It is going to be a process to bring yourself back to this state of confidence. I do feel that you have confidence, but I'm also getting here with that Five of Swords energy that we had at the bottom of the deck, that there is some sort of, it may not be true confidence. Might not be true confidence that you're feeling within yourself at this particular time, or it might not be true towards whatever this situation is. Like, I feel like a lot of fighting of energies going on within this at this moment, and I feel like this is something that needs to you can, one of the ways to help clear up a situation is to throw love at it. Now, again, this doesn't need to be romantic love. We're not talking about romantic love. You've got, this man and this child here. It's like just simply love. Like somebody would love, their children. That's not romantic love. It's just putting love towards a situation helps clear up a situation, even if that situation is at the end, is what I'm getting. It helps just move it forward. It helps, instead of putting vindication or trying to sit there and balance it all out, sometimes just going, okay, you know what? I'm holding a space for you. Within this situation, I'm not holding a space for you to come back, but I'm holding a space of love because I want the best for you, is what I'm getting. We've also got this Knight of Wands and this Knight of Cups. So it feels like there's some sort of new passion, some sort of new energy. You might even be making an offer towards somebody, or somebody could be making an offer towards you. I feel like a real change of energy. So it almost feels like this week it starts off with this imbalance. Okay, and again, we still have that Knight of Coins, which is sort of a slow moving progress, but it is process, but it is progress, but it is allowing yourself to release whatever it is that you're holding on to within this situation. Allow it to balance itself out, and then you'll start to see these energies flow towards what it is that you're seeking. You're going to see that wheel of change come towards, like good fortune, bringing it in, drawing it in. I'm really feeling like, again, some sort of offer in which there's a lot of passion towards. When it's either you making this offer or somebody might be making that offer towards you. We're getting the Strength card in here. We're also getting the Ten of Cups. How beautiful. And we're getting that Eight of Wands energy. I feel, again, like there's some sort of message that is either coming towards you, or you might be, I feel like this is more you towards a particular person. I feel like this might be you towards a situation that is going to be bringing you that contentment and that happiness. You may have already been thinking about it or wanting it for a while now, but I feel like, again, there's some sort of dominance that's coming in within this relationship. Now, it doesn't need to be also the actual dominance. It doesn't mean that either you were dominating over somebody or somebody was dominating over you. It can be within that situation itself, two energies that just are no longer working together. There may have been, from that Judgment card coming in earlier, there may have been some sort of karmic energy that needed to be worked out, some sort of lessons that needed to be created through that. And through this process, we're going to start, when we're releasing that, we're also going to start seeing that flow towards something else. And I do feel like there is, if you've been wanting to send a message to somebody, if you're waiting for a message from somebody, I feel like this is going to be the week in order to make that presentation, or that you will receive that presentation from somebody. It almost feels like you're heading towards this 10 of Cups energy, this sense of completion. Starting to finally allow those energies to flow towards what it is that you're truly desiring. It's taken a lot of strength to get there, and you should be very proud. Okay, that's what I keep getting. This thing is going to bring you lots of passion, lots of love. It's new, but I feel not new within the relationship. I feel it's like new energy, like just feeling rejuvenated, like you're feeling alive, you're feeling rejuvenated, you're receiving that sense of completion that you may have been desiring. Again, with that Knight of Wands energy, it doesn't need to be, it's interesting because we've got this, or Knight of Coins, we've got the Knight of Coins, we've got the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands really talks about quick movement, okay? You may have been wanting this for a while. You're finally letting something to be released. It's been a slow process, and you're finally moving towards what it is. Again, it doesn't need to happen overnight, but I feel like you're finally making that progress towards what it is that you want. And because you've taken your time with that King of Coins, or that Knight of Coins energy, where you've really taken that time to do a lot of thinking, it's time to stop thinking now and just sort of make that movement. Like sometimes too much thinking can slow our progress, but this is very grounded progress is what I'm receiving. Okay, so let's take a look into a closing message from the universe. I hope that that's helped, Scorpio. It feels like this is going to be a progressive week when it comes to relationships. It's almost like you're finally letting something go now. You're finally moving forward to what it is that you're truly desiring. I really get that. Okay. Let's pull a card for the universe for Scorpio for July 20th to the 27th. Choices, feeling blocked and restrained. Okay, so I do feel like this has been a burden on you. This has been weighing on you. This is where that King of Wands energy, or that King of Swords energy comes through. It may have in some way, because you weren't allowing yourself to receive the awareness that the messages of what it was trying to say to you come through. There was some blockage. There was some restraint. I feel like you're moving out of this situation now. You're allowing, but I am still getting some blockages in there. Okay, but I do feel that there's been a lot of movement as well. I just feel like for some of you, there may be a little bit of hanging on to something that also needs to be released at this time in order to really move yourself forward. It almost feels like stop thinking, just go. Just, stop. You don't need to analyze every corner of a situation. Just move ahead now. It's okay. So let's get some clarifying cards. And drop your shields. Again, that feeling blocked, restraint, it's time to drop your shields. It's time to allow yourself to move forward. It's time to allow yourself to take the chance that you've been wanting to take a chance with for a while now. Unlock the magic within. See, I love this because, again, we had, that high priest and that high priestess energy come through, and now we've got the magic. Allow that magic to come through. I feel like there may be some sort of spiritual connection with somebody something that you've been holding back on, and it's now time to unlock it. It's time to allow that magic to be created. It's time to move forward within that energy to create that magic, is what I'm getting. But first, you need to drop your shield, and you need to release all the other barriers that have been holding you back. All right? Time to make that absolute choice and move ahead with it, is what I'm receiving. So I truly hope that this has helped, Scorpio. Have a wonderful week. If you like my videos, if they resonate with you, please click like, please share, and please subscribe. Thank you so much, and have a blessed week. Thank you. Take care. Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for July 20th to the 27th. We're looking into mind, body, and spirit for the week ahead. We're also going to be looking into relationships and closing the reading off with some messages from the universe. So let's take a look and see what comes through. Readings for Pisces, mind, body, and spirit. For the mind, we have the Eight of Swords. For the body, we have the Hierophant. And for the spirit, we have the Ace of Coins. So I feel like you're a lot more grounded this week. It does feel like there is still a little bit of we have this Eight of Swords energy in your mental space. Okay, so this is within the mind. This is within the crown chakra. It does feel there is a little bit of holding back, but I do feel that within the body. Okay, so this is within the physical realm, is what I'm receiving. The physical realm, you may have been seeking some sort of advice. There also may be some sort of sense of, this could be either a traditional, a sense of some sort of tradition coming in. This could be traditional religion. It could be you seeking some sort of physical advice, okay? Maybe from a friend, from a counselor, maybe somebody that you feel comfortable with. I feel like it may help clear out this mental space. But what I'm really getting here is I'm almost getting this is more of a past energy where you're heading now. Your spirit is heading to more a grounded new energy with, it almost feels like I hear prospect coming through. Okay, some sort of prospect. It feels like you're holding on still a little bit to some sort of mental blockage in here. It feels more like self-doubt as opposed to really hanging on to mental or things that are stressing you or not allowing yourself to move past. I feel there's a little bit of tension still going on here, but what I'm more receiving here is that you're starting to release it, and you're starting to move to more a grounded energy than you have been in the past few weeks. So let's get some clarifying cards and see what is coming through for you, Pisces, in regards to this. I just feel like it's like you're allowing in your physical space some sort of freedom, some sort of release. It almost feels too is that you're allowing more self respect, dignity, this traditional. It just feels like it's more traditional coming towards you. So you might be looking at situations that previously had given you a mental blockage of some sort, or were holding you back in some sort of mental space. Maybe really weighing on your shoulders, or maybe scared to move past it in some way, or you just were unable to release it. But now it's almost like you've gained some sort of sense of self-awareness is what I'm receiving. Some sort of sense of looking at yourself in a different way, in a more traditional way. And again, I keep getting some sort of sense of self-respect, or some sort of sense of self dignity or awareness, I guess. It's like receiving what I deserve as opposed to what it was that was stressing me out with what I don't deserve. And again, going into this beautiful, grounded, prosperous energy is what I'm really receiving here. So let's take a look at some clarifying cards. So we've got that High Priest coming in, intend and create. Yeah, it feels like this is what you're doing. You've set those intentions. I feel like you've done all of that releasing. You're starting to really release, and you're really starting to set those intentions this week of what it is that you've been desiring. It says surround yourself with positive energy. So instead of focusing in, that's what it is. Instead of focusing in on the things that were bringing you away from your dreams and desires, you're now focusing in on that more positive energy, focusing in on what it is that you want to create, okay? We've also got the choose your path. So you're not allowing somebody else to choose your path this week. You're allowing yourself to step forward. You're moving away from those Eight of Swords energy. And if you really look at the card, that Eight of Swords, I mean, the only one that's holding her back is herself. That's it. And I feel like you're moving past that this week. We also have the snake, shed old skin. Can't make this up, Pisces. You can't make that up, right? When we shed this and we take a look at what it is that we do deserve, what it is that we truly, our own self-worth, we allow ourselves to step in to this energy that is grounded and strong and secure. And it also brings in new prospects. It brings in new, even if the situation hasn't changed, or let's say if this is towards a person, the person might not change, but the situation might change, and you're approaching it now with a more grounded energy is what I'm receiving. We've also got the spring, see your seeds grow. I feel like for some of you this could take until spring, until you really see the progress of what it is, like next spring. But I do feel that for some of you, what it's really telling you is to really plant those seeds. Start putting those intentions out there in order to really start seeing the harvest of that with that Ace of Pentacles coming through. Follow the voice of your soul. So it also feels like for what I'm receiving is that you knew that this pattern, whatever pattern it was that you kept going around in a circle of, now that you have this new sense of awareness, this new sense of, again, releasing some of those old patterns, shedding that old skin, you're now starting to really hear your own soul. And I feel, what I keep feeling is have faith in order to see this new progress, this abundance, this beautiful abundance coming through is what I'm getting. So then we have the drum, dream and journal, dream and journey. So, it's like the World card for me again, completion, but I'm also feeling dream and journey. So it might be a journey. Okay, because I do have the spring card. So, I mean, there's a very good possibility that what it is that you're truly desiring, it doesn't mean don't plant the seeds because you might not see progress till the spring. What it's really saying is that this might have to be a cycle in order for it to come to its full completion. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're not going to see the progress, because if you look at this, it almost, to me, I know it's supposed to be a drum, but it almost looks like a clock. Like there needs to be that progress. So once we plant the seeds of what it is that we are trying to reach abundance with, then we start to see the growth. The full progress of the growth might not show up until the spring. But at the same time, that doesn't mean don't allow the progress to happen. Like, don't stall yourself just because, for whatever reason, you might not see the full effect of the progress. It does say plant those seeds now, okay? Allow it to be a journey is what I'm getting. Allow it to be a journey. When we have that dream and that journey along with that Ace of Pentacles, for me, it's allowing that abundance and sometimes the full manifestation of that abundance can take some time. But that doesn't mean not to work towards it. It does say, follow your soul. Keep on that path is what I keep getting. We also have be brave and honest. So as you're going through this progress, as you're trying to reach the desires of what it is that you're moving toward, remember that it does take, I feel like this is being honest within yourself is what I'm getting. Okay, more honesty within yourself. It does mean being honest and being open with other people, but be brave, use your words of what it is. If something's not making you happy, speak it, be honest about it. But it's also talking about being honest with yourself. Don't let yourself get caught into this Eight of Swords energy that is going to take away from those seeds that you've already planted. Okay, because when we make that a cycle is what I'm getting. When we make that a cycle, we plant the seeds and then we get lost in this crap that we no longer need, and we hold ourselves back, and we get caught in that Eight of Swords energy, and we're like, well, I'm not seeing progress, I give up on it, whatever it is. It just keeps repeating itself, and it's saying, you know what, stay the path. That's what I keep getting. And for the last card, we have here the Trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. And again, when we get trapped into that Eight of Swords energy, sometimes what we need to do is we need to give some of that energy in order to create that abundance. A tree, for instance, can't grow without the water. So the tree gives the nourishment to the soil, the water gives nourishment to the tree, on and on and on. Or the soil gives nourishment to the tree gives nourishment to the air. You know what I'm saying. you know the pattern of what I'm trying to say here. But we all have to give in order to receive. And that's what I'm saying, is that it's because sometimes when we get stuck in this old energy, we're not allowing ourselves to exchange that energy, whether it's the giving or receiving. And sometimes these gifts can come through in a small way. And in order for us to receive bigger gifts, we also need to accept the smaller ones. So be grateful for the small ones that come through, and allow that energy of gratitude to spread out in order to create more abundance, is what I'm feeling with you, Pisces. So let's take a look into relationships for this upcoming week. Okay, so for relationships for Pisces, for July 20th to the 27th. Relationships for Pisces for this upcoming week. That one almost fell onto the floor. And relationships for Pisces for this upcoming week. All right. Let's take a look here. I feel like this one. Detach. Interesting, especially with that Eight of Swords energy. Okay, I feel like you need to maybe detach yourself either from a situation or detach yourself from the negative thoughts or the things that you were holding back on. We've also got manifest with that the Ace of Pentacles coming through. And we have, look at that, dreams coming true. Ace of Pentacles again. When we look at this, and I see these cards, it's really telling me that instead of focusing directly on what it is that you're trying to create, whether this is within some sort of romantic relationship, this could be work, family, friends, however it resonates with you, I feel like that detachment from the situation will help to manifest and create what it is that you are desiring here. Okay, this is what I'm getting. So what I'm receiving here is I feel that you might have gone through, or you may have to go through some sort of feeling of detachment. I feel like removing yourself from that Eight of Swords energy. So you don't need to focus in on what is bringing you down. Focus in on what it is that you're trying to create, especially if it's within some sort of potential romantic relationship. It's really saying here that, and I feel that for some of you, you have already gone through that detachment. You're allowing that manifestation to come through. You're recognizing the fact that through that detachment, the manifestation is being created in order to reach that Nine of Cups energy. Those dreams coming true is what I'm also receiving. So let's get some clarifying cards for you, Pisces. We've got the Queen of Swords. We've got the Two of Swords. And the Ace of Swords. Wow. So first of all, I do feel there's some sort of communication, whether this was communication with you towards somebody, or whether somebody is having some sort of communication towards you. I do feel because of your detachment, removing yourself from some sort of situation, I feel like there is a communication that is coming towards you. What I'm also receiving is that you were aware, you knew that you had to detach in some manner. And I feel that through that process, somebody's blindfold is starting to be removed. Okay? It almost feels like they had some sort of struggle within their head to their heart with this Two of Swords energy. What I'm also getting here is that detachment has brought not only that communication, but I feel as you continue to not allow what is not within your self-worth or your own self-esteem, like basically being honest, being open and being honest. Okay, and that's what that last card really talked about, was being honest. So I feel like you may have to have some sort of communication in which, you know, being brave and being honest. This feels very much like that Queen of Swords type of energy, even though it's coming through as the Knight. But what I'm getting here is this honesty. It's being very straight up. If something isn't pleasing you, speak about it instead of getting lost in that Eight of Swords energy, is what I'm getting. Or even, you know, there's a difference between detaching yourself and just not doing anything about it. Like, I do feel that in some way, shape, or form, you need to let somebody know if they are disrespecting you in some manner. But I feel that through that process, that's when this manifestation is starting to be created. Yeah, we've got this, look at this King of Cups coming through. So this King of Cups for me is somebody becoming aware of their emotions, becoming aware of their feelings, starting to allow their emotional state to become more balanced. We got the Six of Wands coming through. You're manifesting not only a change in some sort of relationship, but this change could be within yourself as well, feeling successful. And then we've got this Two of Wands energy. It feels for me that becoming aware, it's almost opening doors for you, and you have a path to take. What I'm getting here is you might have choices within this situation. It feels like if somebody is not giving you that respect that you deserve, you may choose another path through it. But what I am getting is to be honest and open first. I feel like just detaching yourself and moving away from the situation without speaking the honesty behind what it is that you're feeling can lead you down a different path than it is that you wanted to create. Okay, I do feel being open and expressing yourself, allowing yourself to show your heart, will help bring this manifestation forward, is what I keep getting. And again, it might not be immediately, it might have something to do with the spring, but this is what I'm receiving at this moment. So let's look into dreams coming true. Yeah, that Five of Wands energy. We're also getting the Ten of Cups and the Four of Swords. So it's interesting because I feel like with this dreams coming true, what I'm receiving, Okay, now you can, take it as it comes to you, what feels good to you, what resonates with you, what your intuition is saying. But what I am feeling is that to stop fighting within, we've got this Seven of Swords energy. It feels like somebody I feel a lot of strength coming through here. I'm also feeling there could have been some sort of place where you felt a little bit competitive, or you felt like you needed to defend yourself in some manner. I'm really getting that you might have even stepped back. We've got that detachment card with that Four of Swords energy. I'm really getting here that through this process is bringing about this. This is what you're dreaming about. You're dreaming about that Ten of Cups energy. You're dreaming about the completion, that happiness. You can see this happy couple, and they just look so complete. They're content, that contentment. That's what you're dreaming about, is having that contentment. But at the same time, I'm also getting here that in order to reach that contentment, you have to let go of those energies that are not resonating with the contentment. So if you're feeling like you have to be competitive, if you feel like you've had to defend yourself, if you feel like, there's some sort of mental blockage, like maybe you're been a little bit obsessed about a situation or whatever it is, it's really saying allow that awareness to come through, that awareness of what it is that you're trying to create that intention to come through and create. I feel like for some of you, there might be some sort of sense of strong communication coming through for you this week, where somebody does reach out to you, or at least they're thinking about reaching out to you. And this is where I'm feeling like your energy needs to be in a place that is going to receive those messages. Okay? Because sometimes messages could come through small, and if we're not accepting them as the gift they are at this time, then it's very difficult. Like, we have to show gratitude in some way towards that. Doesn't mean you have to thank the person for, sending some short little message. That doesn't mean that. But it's sending that energy towards that universe where you're gracious, that gratitude, and which allows the universe to create and manifest more communication coming towards you. But again, if somebody is making you feel or putting you in a place that is not giving you that full satisfaction, it's okay to speak up about it too. Okay, that's what I'm getting this week. But either way, I feel like your road, your path towards this contentment is going to be starting within this week. It might be a slow process because there is some sense of detachment. You may have to detach yourself. You may have to detach your own fears and blockages, your own barriers, in order to allow this manifestation. But I do feel like this is going to be a very strong week in order to begin this process. This is what I'm receiving. So let's take a look into a message from the universe and see what the universe has to say in regards to this upcoming week for you, Pisces. I feel like there's something that's coming this week that could be very strong for you. Like, I feel like it's almost like you've put yourself into this beautiful place of detachment. Like, you're not looking at a situation the same way that you did maybe a few weeks ago, maybe in a few months ago, it could be a few days ago. It's like you're looking at it as an observer. And what that process has done is also allowed that energy to heal. It's allowed that energy to create that abundance. It's allowed that energy to start manifesting, because now there's room. Sometimes if we're so stuck to a situation, we're obsessing about it, or it's driving us into that Eight of Swords energy, where we can't get it out of our mind on a mental state. Like, we feel like we can't move away from it. What happens is that the gap is too it's closed so tightly that we can't create. There's no airflow. Okay, the universe can't come in and help us manifest that next step. And now that you've taken a step back, or you're about to take a sense of some step of detachment, it's allowing that energy to really start flowing, and it's allowing it to change, and it's allowing it to create and manifest. Now again, you may not see the manifestation immediately. It could take until spring before you see the full manifestation of that. But at the same time, allow, receive, and be gracious for the energy and the progress, even if it's not being shown to you in this 3D realm at this point in time. Just have that faith and know that something is being created behind the scenes, is what I keep receiving. So let's take a look what the universe has to say for this upcoming week. For Pisces, I feel like this one right here. Belong to your own dream, create your own life. Yeah, you know, it's interesting because I feel like hanging on to that energy, that Eight of Swords energy, it wasn't really allowing you to create your own dream. It was like you were so stuck in some sort of situation or some sort of mindset that you weren't really moving past it. And now that you have, it's saying here, this is like the abundance. Okay, this is like that Ace of Pentacles, that Nine of Cups energy coming through. Belong to your own dreams, create, manifest. And I feel like this is a really strong week for you, Pisces, to begin the manifestation progress. I love this. I truly love this. So let's take a look into some clarification cards for you this week. We have the Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. We just talked about transforming, allowing, manifesting, and we have winter, take care of your needs. So it might be this winter that, we've actually had, we've had the spring, we've had the Ace of Pentacles, which for me is like the fall. We've got the winter, take care of your needs. I feel like it's almost mapping out a path for you, Pisces. It almost feels like what you need to do is really plant those seeds, spend the winter taking care of those seeds, taking care of your own needs, taking care of yourself, in order to allow the energy from the spring to come through and really see that true abundance peeking through, that true abundance coming to fruition. This is what I keep getting. It's a beautiful energy and I absolutely love it. It just feels like right now is the time. It's almost like this is the time to plant. The fall will be the starting of that harvest, taking care of your needs. And then the spring, we're seeing the full blossom of everything. It almost feels like, again, the fall, maybe not the harvest, but it feels like that, like you've planted those intentions. Okay. You're nurturing them. You're allowing them to grow, that Ace of Pentacles under the earth, allowing things to really take root. And then in the winter, you're kind of forgetting about them. You've planted the seeds, you've done what you need to do, you've watered everything, and now you're taking care of your needs in order to allow that blossoming to happen. So it feels like this is a really strong week. Maybe spend the week and really look into what it is that you're truly wanting to create. All right, so I truly hope that has helped, Pisces. I'm sorry for the motorcycle outside. Thankfully, it's at the end of the reading. If this reading resonates with you, please click like. Please share my videos. Please subscribe, and thank you so much. Many blessings, and have a wonderful week. Thank you. Take care. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to my channel. This is your weekly reading for July 20th to the 27th. we're going to be looking into mind, body, spirit, as well as relationships, and closing it off with a message from the universe. So it was interesting because I had started the intro for your reading, and I looked outside my window and I saw this absolutely beautiful rainbow. And it was amazing and gorgeous. And for me, it gave this reading an extra blessing. So let's begin and let's get started. So for the mind, we have the moon. For the body, we have the Ace of Wands. And for spirit, we have the devil. So it's interesting because now remember that the devil, it doesn't always mean anything negative. A lot of people freak out and they start panicking. The devil means, you know, there could be some sort of element of obsession. It could also be, though, coming into your own power, because it does feel like with this moon card coming through, there may have been some sort of insights that you're receiving. There is something, it feels like you might be in this element that you feel like you are being maybe manipulated, or something is being hidden from you with this moon energy coming through. Now, the external self, this Ace of Wands energy, this body, spirit card, excuse my dog's barking. What I'm getting here with this Ace of Wands is I feel like there's some sort of new passion, and it feels as though you might be holding yourself back on receiving that or moving forward toward it because you're not sure exactly how it's going to go. So it might be you holding yourself back without knowing all of the information at this point in time. But I'm also getting here that with this moon card, there is a lot of intuitive insight that you are receiving towards it. But I do feel that you might be obsessing about the negatives in regards to the situation as opposed to the positives. So this could have to do with relationships, career, any sort of aspect within your life. But I am getting here that there's this new thing that came forward. This actually could be some sort of sense of self-employment is what I'm also receiving. This could be some sort of sense of relationship. For some of you, take it as it resonates, but what I am getting is that some sort of feeling from the past, or something that you're worried about letting go of, or not seeing all the elements for, are holding you back a bit from moving forward. And what I'm getting here is, because this is a physical element, this Ace of Wands coming through in the physical form, this new passion, new desire, new creativity. Again, it could be some sort of self-advancement, it could be self-employment, it could be promotion, it could be new relationship. Something is coming through physically, and I feel that you're just holding yourself back on some sort of mental level. So let's take a look. It's like you're not quite ready, or you're not allowing yourself to receive this passion, or that passion has come through, or this new element has come through, and you're sitting there in all of this doubt and worry in regards to it at this moment. So let's take a look. The first card that we've got coming through is that Winter. Take care of your needs. So I do feel that you need to take a look into yourself. I feel like you need to really take a look as to whether or not this is something that you do want. And that might be exactly what is holding you back too, because sometimes something sounds good, but maybe it's, within yourself, you've got that bit of doubt. And that card really just literally wanted to fly out. So let me just grab them really quick here. Hang on a second. Oops, sorry. I'm going to be jiggling the camera. Hang on a minute. Okay. So it does say track down your fears and desires. It also says to take charge of your desires, or take charge with authority. Interesting, because what I'm really getting here is, with this take charge with authority, and also with this track down your fears and desires, what I'm getting is you're letting whatever this is, these mental thoughts, these mental, these feelings, of not knowing the next step possibly, or you're not sure. Like, it almost seems like for you there might be some sort of situation that seemed like it was too good to be true, and now you're sitting there within your energy going, well, what could it be? When is it going to surface? Should I take this step? Am I worrying about it? I am getting here to take charge of those thoughts and track down those fears, and also to take care of your needs. So you might very, very right on the fact that this new energy coming forward is maybe not for you at this particular time, because we do have this devil energy coming through. It could be some sort of deceit towards the situation, which your intuition is actually has locked on to that. So let's take a look into that Ace of Wands energy and see what it comes through. So it says, be graceful in movement and action. Unlock the magic within. And we've got this lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Okay. I'm going to pull some more clarifying cards for that devil. I want to see what this is about. It says, be fearless and stand strong. Trust and thrive. Yeah. And the moon. Take note of intuitive messages. So we've got 2 moon cards coming through here. I'm going to be honest with you. I do feel that for some of you, I feel like you might be reading the messages in a little bit of a way that aren't completely true. I feel like there's some fear and desires that are coming through with this devil card. So it doesn't mean that the situation is completely right or it's completely wrong at this point in time. What I'm getting here, especially because we do have 2 cards talking about your intuition, talking about sometimes, secrets that we're not seeing or not the full picture. I feel like there might be some need to have some sort of communication. It's also saying to really trust yourself in regards to the situation. If you're feeling that situation, if you're not getting a good feeling regarding moving forward with it, it might be time to let it go. It might sound all great, it might sound all wonderful, but you have to also trust yourself. It is saying here, be brave, be fearless, and stand strong. So what I'm really getting from this, whatever this situation is, Cancer, I feel that there needs to be a sense of communication towards it as well. Sometimes we take our fears, we take our thoughts, and instead of actually communicating them out towards whatever it is that this might be concerning, we lock them inside. And it talks about here unlocking that magic inside. It's time to be graceful in our movement and action. So your first thought might be to shut down or to close off or to not accept whatever this is that is coming through, this new passionate exciting adventure, I want to say. But at the same time, I feel that you need to show grace towards it. So even if it's not something that you're not getting a good feeling, instead of just walking away and shutting yourself down and leaving something hanging, what I'm receiving is that you need to have that bravery. You need to take charge, take care of your needs, but move forward with grace. Okay, so instead of just, I want to use the word ghosting something, instead of just shutting it down, really take a look into it, because there could be a potential, something might come at you that is new and exciting, and your first thought is, look at my intuition isn't saying that, maybe I don't have all the information. My intuition is saying that this isn't the best thing. Maybe there's some fear and desire there. So I feel like you need to take a deeper look into the situation. You might need to actually have some communication with whatever it is, or take a deeper look, you know, whether this is a deep dive on the internet or whatever it is, but start investigating rather than just taking something at a surface level is what I'm getting here, because there could be an opportunity for growth and development and growth and reaping your own rewards through this. Okay, so even if something is coming through which doesn't seem, let's just say, legit, or it's not seeming like, you know, is this too good to be true, even though that's your first instinct, follow it through is what I'm receiving here. Follow it through, really take a look into it, follow your intuition, because either way, if you follow your intuition and it's saying here, you know, that things aren't always as you seem, you're still going to grow, you're still going to reap the rewards of following your intuition. If this aspect turns out to be, let's say somebody does reveal all the information behind it. Let's say you do find all the information about it and it really resonates with you and you want to move forward. Then it's saying again, enjoy the growth and reap the rewards. So I don't feel that either way, as long as you approach the situation with honesty, following your intuition, with bravery, trusting, you know, trusting your, not only your words, but I feel like trust and thrive. It's like, I'm going to trust myself to approach this situation in a manner that is going to be beneficial. I'm going to find out all of the information, take the charge. I'm going to take the charge on looking into this situation in a deeper aspect rather than just, you know, turning tail and running is what I'm really getting here. You really want to take a look at it. And if this aspect happens to be the thought or whatever, maybe a thought towards some sort of self-employment or maybe a thought towards a new relationship, I feel like you have to also, instead of just shutting it down and ignoring the fact that this is what you're desiring or that this desire has come forward, it does say to really track down your fears and your desires. Okay, so really investigate it and see where all of these messages, or even this, you know, with that moon card, it can make you feel a little bit heavy, right? It can make you feel a little bit heavy. It can make you feel a little bit unsure, because it feels like something, like not everything is coming to the surface, like you're not seeing everything from every angle. It feels like things are hiding from you. So track that down and find out where it is that you're feeling that, and find out if those are true feelings or not. Okay, so I hope that helps for the mind, body, and soul. We're going to take a look into relationships now for you for this upcoming week. Okay, so relationships for Cancer, July 20th to the 27th. Relationships. Spread your wings. Okay, so, you know, it's interesting because we had that passion card. You might be looking at new things. This could be like a new relationship. This could be maybe you're wanting to seek a higher level within your relationship. Let's, you know, let's get some more cards here. So I feel like this one, we've got Master. Again, interesting. Oops, I just dropped my light. Interesting that card is coming through, because, you know, we have this Devil card coming through as well. So something is going on here that either you're not feeling right about, or something isn't right. Okay, that's what I'm getting. This could be also you trying to master something, or maybe, you know, maybe this new passion is actually coming from you. Maybe you're not feeling secure with moving forward within something. So let's pull another card here. Rest and reconsider. Okay. So I feel for Cancer, interesting. I'm really getting here that there is a situation that has been going on that there could have had that devil type of energy. Now, this doesn't need to be within relationships. It doesn't need to be romantic relationships. It could be friends, coworkers, family, other situations that are going on. But I feel right now is whatever it is that is coming through, you do need to absolutely trust your senses, trust your intuition on this. I feel like for some of you, you'll literally need to take a step back and again, look into what are your fears, because I feel like there's something in here, this spread your wings. It feels like you want some sort of freedom, and this could be freedom within a relationship. It could be freedom within yourself. It could be you might be holding yourself back from relationships in one way. Even if you have a person of interest, check into your energy. I'm getting, what type of thing are you trying to control? Are you trying to control a situation, or are you is something controlling you, like a past fear or a past thought, or something that is taking a hold of you, whereas you want to be free in order to pursue something. It might be time to also take a rest and really take a look into what it is that is preventing you from spreading your wings and moving forward. And again, it could be a deepening of a relationship. It could be a relationship with other people that aren't on a romantic level. Like it could feel some sort of dominance that's coming in through here, or some sort of again, that devil energy. It could be like obsessive in some way. It could be, where somebody feels like they're not being free. It's interesting because we've got this heart in a cage, and then we've got this person who's saying they want to spread their wings. They want to spread their wings, and but it's like something is holding you back. Something is holding you back from completely spreading your wings in some type of relationship. And it's time to take a rest. Take a step back and really look at the situation. What is it that you're fearing? What is it you're desiring? And why are you not moving forward on that? Okay? Because I feel what I'm really getting is that this devil is an illusion. It's just an illusion. It might be perceived as some sort of human, or it might be perceived as a situation in some manner. But what I'm really getting here is that it's a mental illusion in some way within the mind, and that's why those two moon cards were coming through. So that's what I'm receiving for you at that point, Cancer, because I really feel like it's something within you that's just holding you back. It doesn't feel like an actual physical thing in some way, okay? It could be a mindset. So we've got that Empress card. Yeah, you want to nurture, you want to heal. This Empress is very loving, very caring. It could be past hurts that have you, we've got this heart energy coming through with that green. We've got the Empress right here. I'm also getting, it could be some sort of past hurts that have come through, which is preventing you. So it's almost like you want to move forward within some sort of relationship. It could be a person of interest. It could be going deeper within your own relationship. It even could have to do with if there's some sort of discord within a current relationship. Maybe what is holding you back from fully enjoying this relationship? Is it somebody or something? Or is it within yourself that is holding you back? We've also got that Seven of Pentacles energy, and we have that Three of Wands energy under the spread your wings. So it feels like for some of you, you might be making plans already to spread your wings, literally spread your wings, like maybe leave a situation in some way. You're looking forward towards the future. We've got 2 3s here. We've got those, that Empress and that Three of Wands energy. These are very moving forward type of cards. That Empress is very caring, loving, and it feels like there's some sort of you're creating what it is that you want to move forward to. So you've already made maybe arrangements of some sort. You might be, it talks about like planting seeds, getting the harvest ready, really starting to build the start of a foundation towards something. It could be also that you're ready for that new relationship, and there may be somebody around that you want to bring that into a relationship with you. And what it's saying here is, yeah, start doing that. Start spreading those wings. Start allowing this to happen. We've got this Three of Wands where you can see that energy coming towards you. It's like you can manifest it, but there is a part of you that's stuck within this devil type of energy, and what I'm getting is that Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh. The Ace of Pentacles. And we have that Eight of Cups. Again, moving forward, allowing something to happen. I'm feeling like this energy, this moon energy, whatever it is, this moon energy. Sorry, there was just something that went wrong with my camera there for a second. This moon energy, this what you feel was hidden from you, I feel that it is just within your mind. Okay, I do. I feel like it's just within your mind. I feel like it's something that you can move past, you can move forward from, is what I'm really getting here. Look at these beautiful cards. You can create and manifest whatever it is. You just have to allow it. It's like you have this desire to reach this fulfillment of that Empress energy, of allowing this relationship to come in, allowing something to be shifted or manifested with this. We've got this abundance and this Ace of Cups. It's like loving yourself, loving things, allowing that love to come through and moving forward. Moving forward, however, from whatever it is that's trapping you within your mind is what I'm receiving. So it feels like a very releasing week for you this week, Cancer, is what I'm getting. We've also got the Fool, new adventures it feels like here, in order to move forward, you may have to take some time and just rest at the moment. Really clear all of this junk out before taking that step forward. We've also got this we also have this Knight of Wands. So again, new passion, new energy coming forward. And we have this Eight of Coins. So we've got these eights. We've got all of these repeating numbers, which I find really interesting. We've got the two eights. We have these threes. And for me, this is like progress. This is taking that progress and seeing the results, starting to see that nurturing, starting to allow that energy to come through. We're going to start to see that progress of what it is that we are creating at this point in time. But I do feel that you need to follow your, not only, I feel like for some of you, maybe stop looking for the hidden things that aren't really there, and allow your mind, take that rest, rejuvenate yourself in order so that you're seeing things on a clearer level. But it is also saying that you may have to put some control over those illusions. And I'm not saying that you're illusional. I'm not calling anybody any names, just so you know. I'm basically saying is that if we want to spread our wings, we have to release our old fears first, is what I'm getting. And sometimes with that moon card, there's things under the surface that we're not seeing clearly, and that could be with a person, it could be a situation, but it could be within ourselves, and not allowing ourselves to see a picture as it truly is. So let's take a look at a closing message from the universe at this point. At this time, I hope that helps, because I really feel like this is going to be such a strong, progressive week for you, Cancer. It's almost like you know what it is that you want. You're now moving forward. You're recognizing your own fears, your own desires, your own things that maybe either A, aren't necessary, or you're going to put some more work into allowing yourself to manifest your desires as well. So let's see what is coming through in regards to And there's a thunderstorm outside. It's crazy. All right, believe. Strange encounters. You know, I love this because it really is up to you to believe. And that strange encounters, that might have something to do, again, with your own intuition. You know, it's just allowing your own intuition, because sometimes we kind of go, you know, the other thing I'm receiving here is synchronicities. Okay, something to do with synchronicities. So take a look at the synchronicities that are coming forward and really look at them and go, okay, where are you leading me? Because sometimes we, you know, we might see things that are synchronistic and we might have that little bit of fear behind it. But what I'm getting here is they are leading you towards what it is that you are truly desiring, what it is that you are truly craving at this point. And you have to have some belief. And I also feel that there may be some synchronicities that are coming through for that, because as you believe, as you empty your mind of the things that are holding you back, the illusions that we have in our mind, we allow ourselves to start really seeing the synchronicities that are bringing us closer to our desires. So I love that. I love this card. I'm also getting here, summer. Bask in joy and light. So, I mean, what I am getting with the summer is I feel not only should you be like starting to really clear your mind out of, like, take that time, rest, rejuvenate, clear your mind out of that moon type of energy if you can. Follow your instincts, but at the same time, recognize that even if something's completely hidden, it doesn't mean that it's always negative. Maybe things will come up to the surface later, but try to put some joy and light. And it also is talking about summer, which could be right about now. So if you're trying to manifest something, take that as a sign. If you're asking, you know, is this going to be created for me? Am I moving closer to my goal? I would take that as a sign as yes. We're also getting here the arrow. So surround yourself with positive energy. Again, you know, if we're stuck in that moon energy or even that devil energy, you know, of obsessing about what could go wrong, or, you know, should I let this go, or what, you know, all these fears are coming up, whatever it is, we're not allowing ourselves to really manifest successfully. So it's saying let them go, surround yourself with that positive energy, and you are going to start to see those results almost as soon as you allow yourself to let those positive messages come through. You're going to start to see the synchronicities leading you towards your manifestation. So I truly hope that this has helped, Cancer. Thank you so much. If this video resonated with you, please click like, please share, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. Take care.